excited.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
We'll wait for people to come in if they're coming in. But we are Avery. We are Avery. Oh my gosh, did I cut out? Did I cut out? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. My
It's lucky,
Wi-Fi is
but you're here.
janky. The weather here is awful. Okay, cool. I have no heater, so I'm also in bed with my heated blanket. So, our heater busted. It's like a frozen solid block of ice, so it doesn't work.
Are you serious?
So,
Oh my
we haven't
god.
had heat for about a week, and it went all the way down to like the 20s. So,
Do you have I need to send you like a little space heater.
oh no, they gave us a space heater from the front office because they're like, oh, we
Oh,
can't do
AC.
anything. But here's some space heaters, and then we have a space heater like directly on the AC unit, like
Yeah.
without things in the way that can catch it on fire, so it can like defrost it, and it's like almost there, but it's been like a week. So, yep.
Oh,
But I'm good with my heated blanket. My fingers are just always freezing. So,
oh my god.
yep. I'm good though. I'm good. Anyway, welcome to the Beam Me Up Book Club, everyone.
Hi.
This is a book club where we read monster and alien romances, and somehow we picked a book with neither of those
Yes, which is interesting.
on accident. Sorry.
Yeah, we realized that. I mean, we gave it a good push. Ah! Oh, I'm so glad you caught us too. Stop
Hi,
it.
another
Yay.
Tiff. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Monica.
Hello. Oh my gosh, there's people here. Love
I know
that.
we didn't think there would be.
Because I'll tell you right now, both of us have decided today, we decided both to put the book down, and we both did not finish it at like different times. Tiffany got a little farther than me, but I'm in the mentality of right now of like if I'm not, I've DNF'd like 10 books this month. And like if I'm not feeling a book, I don't need to finish it. I don't need
I
to
know.
suffer through it. Not suffer. This book was not insufferable. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and I was like, in DNF if you're not enjoying it. I was really excited to pick this author up because Ava and I are going to Monster Erotica in May, and she's gonna be there. And there is another Lexi Esme that I've read and I've seen. Yeah, same too, Monica. Like, I'm glad she put it down. So knowing that she had put it down, once I got, and we'll talk about it. Once I got to a certain point, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna attempt to finish Scythe and Sparrow and continue on. I really gave it a good shot though. I thought it's an interesting Valentine's novella.
yeah.
If you want to try it out, and if the theme that if you're going for isn't demon or monster or like alien, because this is an alien monstrous book club.
Yes.
And so at one point, once we realized that, I think that has something to say about our book club and the things that we love about it, because I honestly think had those elements been in there a lot more, it might have made up for some of the things that we had problems with. Just that mechanism would have made for an interesting dynamic. I didn't totally feel it either. It was a tad heavy for me. Okay, yes. Can we get into it? Because I was just finishing telling her that, I'm already struggling right now financially. There's a lot of things going on. I've had, I recently lost friends, had the hospice discussions. So in this book, I was like, oh, I really wasn't expecting it to lean into the heavy day-to-day. And then also the hero to not just alleviate that. In a way, I'm like, I wanted the fantastical element, and maybe he did later. I DNF'd around like 75%. But this book is about a woman who is basically watching her sister's last weeks. Her sister had a cardiomyopathy diagnosis, and they're in the hospital. Of course, she's on the heart donor list. Name hasn't come up, and they're just basically waiting. the medical system has failed her. I do like how it shines a light that not only just in general did they have to fight for her care as a woman, but as a Black woman being made to feel like her case was being taken seriously, and just the toll that it was for them to get the right kind of doctor. So already it's a little bit heavy. But this is about her really, like, the heart for this, a heart for Valentine's is her sister's heart. And
I wasn't expecting that either. I thought it was, you know, like, I thought maybe like demon heart eating, or I don't know what to think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a Monster Women's Book Club. I guess we have to vet our books more, because I don't know, the guy on the cover kind of looks monstrous to me, or at least I legitimately thought vampire, and I was like, I think vampire is good enough, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's a monster.
He wasn't a vampire.
Yeah, and so I was telling Ava, like, I thought that the beginning was promising, and it is kind of a unique premise, because he's supposed to be a demon. So what I was going in was thinking that it would be more like Sweet Vengeance. So this is a good one. If you were looking for that, this is a recommendation. I absolutely adore this. And then I forgot the second one's out, so I cannot wait to get into the second one. But I adore this element, and she makes a deal with a demon, and it has darker elements. But again, it has darker elements because in this book, she's aiming to use this demon's help as just basically like magical wet work. Can you clean up my mess? Because I'm going to go after my essay attacker. Love this. And they fall up.
Oh, it's so good. And like, yes, that book does have also heavy topics, right? Because she was sexually assaulted. She's trying to get back at her rapist, that's the better word, at her rapist, literally going to torture him, summons this demon to torture him. But like, it's Viana Onimo, right? That's the Viana. Okay, she does a great job at like interweaving the storyline. Like, it's so good. And I also feel like, oh, go ahead.
No, and making it feel sweet and cuddly. Keep going.
Of course, that too. But I also feel like the hero of that book specifically, are like demon summon dude, like plays a heavy role in helping her get revenge, and is like totally obsessed, like literally like gets hard on the fact that she wants to kill this man. Like, he is like obsessed with her. And like I feel like in the book we just read, the hero like wasn't involved in like anything, and honestly didn't really care about anything.
Yes. And so
what am I supposed to like about you?
Yeah, I was like, it didn't really alleviate one of the things that, and I really felt like he almost felt like a mafia hero. And one of my favorite aspects about mafia heroes is that not only are they just gone for the heroin, and of course there's an attraction there, and of course this team is like, hitting off on all cylinders, but in a good one, I really enjoy a mafia hero that understands that if he's gonna come in and we're going to have steam, he aims to take care of all of the heroine's issues. Like, I'm here to alleviate. Yes, I'm going to handle business in the sheets. I'm also going to handle your financial life. I'm going to handle your family life. I'm going to take ownership of every stressor and every road that leads you away from me. I'm just going to do that. And I love that they like that possessiveness extends to more than one area in her life. And in this one, when she gets the deal and he comes in to aid her, it's almost like it is to sort of assuage his urge for her, and he's not really concerned about anything else, and he's not really like what got me where I started to lose interest, okay, because I'll talk about what worked for me and why I got so far along, but like, if you're laying on your back to pay off this debt, I need this debt gone. I don't want to hear about, I gotta go to work still. I don't want to hear about Avery, okay? She's literally.
I didn't even know that was what happened. I didn't have to.
So you wouldn't have liked the, the coercion and the sort of like consensual non-consent aspect of it, because she ends up into this, a physical situation with him to pay off the debts, because of course it ramps up. And what I like when she mentions that there was still a $40,000 balance after laying on her back, I was done. I'm like, why is he allowing this? Why is he allowing why is the interest even there? Okay, can we just dead this and move on from the heart situation and
Mhm.
like the debt situation and get into this physical situation and it lead to more? Like that's how they're accessing it because there's something. But like I was a little upset about that. I was just
Mhm.
like, I need him, and that speaks to what you were saying. Like it just felt like he didn't care. And
Yeah.
there's some heroes out there, you know. But there are a few like that was moving into like Sam Mariano territory where I have read heroes that they could care less if the heroine's happy. They care that they're there. you know?
Yeah. That makes
But
me think, like, she
he does
she
the
could be
work
any
for
bitch. You like, she could be any woman. Like, she could be any woman.
that.
Like, it
Mhm.
doesn't matter who she is. Like, he's like, "Oh, she could be any woman." That's how I feel. But anyway, I don't like bashing books anymore. I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna
not bashing it because I didn't finish it. So that could have turned around. But I think it was that what I will say that gripped me with this book is that I'm hoping further along the way, you can let us know in the comments if you did finish this, if we're getting more like monster elements, because what I
Yeah.
did really enjoy in the beginning is how you would think he's just a regular kind of mafioso guy that does deals and gets people out of binds, but there's these like little aspects in the beginning, particularly a scene where they're playing chess that I was very excited about
I like that
because
one.
right when they're playing chess, and you realize that like she shows us the feelings that she's having and the images that she's seeing while she's playing chess with him. That's kind of weighted with a deal. Like if I win, I'll wipe out this debt, you know, or if you win, I'll wipe out this debt. If I win, what am I going to get type of thing. When she's playing
Yeah.
chess, like she can see bugs crawling and she
Yeah.
knows that she's doing something, but she can't quite put her finger on it. Like I loved that because we got the imagery there. We saw some of like his abilities. Like prior to that, we saw what he does to people that don't pay up. So that kind of like, and the way that he
Mhm.
can smell her and his little cat Lilith. And I felt like this had a vibe
Cat.
to it.
That wasn't a cat.
I
That
know.
was a snake.
I thought it was a cat, which is a problem.
Oh my god, were you, like, shocked in that scene where he brings the snake over?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I thought this was a cat. Okay. Okay.
Were you so confused when he, like, Lilith wrapped around her
The leg.
wrists?
Well, when he so I was like, I was imagining Lilith like around his leg with the tail in the beginning. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Like, you know, my little like that's what I like the villain,
Oh
like
my
classic
gosh.
villain Fluffy. And then later I was like, wait, what? What's
Oh,
yeah.
honestly would have been cuter if that was a cat,
Thank
but
you. Thank you. I did. I thought it was a cat. I was
I don't know, because sometimes your brain does jump over. My dog is pressing her doorbell, but she just peed. She's fine. She
so
just wants to
smart.
leave the room.
So
But
smart.
I know sometimes when we read, we jump over words, so, like, I can totally see how, I heard cat. I saw cat, but not cat. I saw snake.
And the snake does, I mean, make sense with Lilith and that whole thing. It does. But I was confused. I was confused. And so like I thought the beginning was promising and we were getting the imagery and we were getting the descriptors that had me kind of like experience it. And it was a little ambiguous as to like, okay, I'm going in knowing he's some sort of like creature. I just
Mhm.
wanted more. And like, you know, we got that. Like, okay, your dad's the big guy downstairs. But I did want more because at a certain point it felt heavy. It felt a little too realistic for what I was picking this book up for this book club, and I didn't have enough of the monstrous elements, and like I wanted more of the levity and I wanted more of the swoon because I
Yeah.
read a ton. I mean, I still need to like scan all these in. I read a ton of dark romance. I have all these books over here that I need to scan in. So I'm like, I read a ton of dark romance. I
Yeah.
do enjoy consensual non-consent and some of the elements that I saw in this book, but I was more hoping for something like this. And I really felt like there was this back and forth of like the debt and meeting him and her sister that she saves, and like there was just a lot of like moving parts and telling me. Yeah, there was a lot of like time jumps and it's just a little clunky for so without, my
Yeah.
monstrous wound. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick something else because I know we're gonna meet her.
Yeah.
And I do know, and I might ask Samantha because I know Samantha's read books. Samantha has read some of her novellas because they almost made it to novella
Lexi
fun
Esme?
book mix. Huh?
Who are we
Yeah,
talking about? Lexi Esme?
yeah. I know
Okay.
that. I believe that Samantha has read her because some of the books almost made it. It made the cut for novellathon group books. So
Ah.
I'm like, okay, let me see like which ones, and I might do that.
Yeah, we should do that because she is going to be there. And like, yeah, I want to read as much as possible. I don't think this book was just for, I guess maybe also my expectations were different too because I thought this was monster or alien. I more so thought it was a monster. Like I thought it was a vampire book. And yeah.
And
I
he
was
is a
thinking
monster.
I feel like we weren't for how short the book was. I think I wanted more, you know? Like I got to 50% and there was no discussion of his being or creature, whatever he is. But I was thinking, because you mentioned that chess scene, I did think about how much more interesting it would have been if she won that chess game and he like actually started like pursuing her and being like, why am I so obsessed with her, and like start stalking her or doing something else. Like, you know what I mean? I would have found that way more intriguing, I guess. I don't know.
No, me too. And I think for me, I was hoping too, not in the moment thinking that like, oh, he's gonna dead this debt, but like when things just weren't adding up for her. Like there's a moment where she does it, like she's like $20,000 off of the a large amount of money that she's supposed to get. Like she was almost there. And so like if you did finish, please let me know in the comments. I was kind of hoping that he was like messing with her, being able to kind of make the money so she would have to come to him. Like I was kind of hoping something like that. Like if she would have won the chess game, or like her not getting approved through her company program, which is just, it was too real for me. I was just like, I can't. I want to take a trip here. I want to take a trip here, but speak on it. You know what I mean? It was a lot of those moments where I'm like, speak on this like societal issue. And then also like, dang. But I too kept hoping that like he would have to pursue her. And there was a point there where I thought he was like meddling with her ability to like make the money that
Yeah, I thought that too.
but that wasn't legible and it wasn't laid out there. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's not what we're doing. Maybe that's going to be a reveal later. And I just didn't want to wait around to see if that was happening without all of the other elements. Cause I'm like, if you're the son of like, you know, big guy downstairs, like where are these abilities? What is it that you're really gleaning from humans? Because he kept talking about fear and like his assumptions about humans and how we're led by it. And she challenged him, but I wanted to know, like, what are your abilities? Like, what are you? Because she asks outright, like, why are you doing this job? We didn't get that soon enough for the real estate that we had. It's such a short book. So, and I kept kind of like, and it was very heavy and very real. And like her sister being like, still ill and maybe rejecting the heart. I was like, so that was a little bit of my stuff with it, like the hospice and like her getting better. I was like, ooh, you know, because I've been kind of struggling and dealing with grief myself lately. So I'm just like, okay, I need to like figure out if I want to continue on. But her being on her back and still being in debt really, really ticked me off. It really like it made it difficult for me. Like, wipe the spit out, please. But I'm trying to think if there are any other books that are giving. This is like the easiest one. Like right when we got on here, like that was like I was kind of hoping it was giving this. Because I do like a monstrous pairing like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Like this. This is like, so we've got to read the second book in the series.
Yeah. I can't really think of anything else.
I know.
Definitely not like a heart.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look through her because I do know. Yeah, Threads of Fate. Okay, Wet Dream. I did read Wet Dream by Lexi, and that was during a novellathon. And this is more, I think we're getting in and we're getting out because this is like 80 pages long. And it was the cover that got me.
Ooh, no, that's hot.
Right? And he's like an incubus.
Love an incubus.
Yeah, and like she's seeing him in her dreams. And then she sees him in real life and is like, wait, how do I know you? I love that. So that one was a lot of fun. And there are a couple more. Okay, so we have, this isn't too far off. It looks like that there are 3 books out by Lexi Esme. Wet Dream, which I've read, which I enjoyed, but it's very like it's insta lovey, but it gets to the point. And then Threads of Fate was the one that I wanted to try as well.
I DNF'd that one. That's the same author.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the same.
I DNF'd that
one. Like Samantha! Oh my gosh, she's in the comments. I was just saying.
We're just talking about
you, Samantha. Yes, the Fate. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I DNF'd that one too. So maybe she's just not for me, and that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try Threads of Fate because I did enjoy Wet Dream and I read it during the Novellathon. Yes.
Oh, I feel so bad.
She's gonna be at Monster Erotica Con.
Yeah.
In May. So I'm really hoping that one hits. I at least want to like meet her because I did like Wet Dream. These covers are stunning too.
No, they're beautiful. They are beautiful covers. I love the cover for the book that we were supposed to read, right?
I know. I made it about 70% the way in, and like, look at him. I could totally see why you thought he was a vampire.
Yeah, I honestly thought that he was a vampire.
I know. The cool thing, I did like that his tattoos moved around.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
That was. I wanted more of that, and but I was hoping that it was. I was thinking of. I knew he was a demon, but I was thinking we were gonna get more of this. You know. Yeah. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. And you like I think part of being a book reviewer and reading books is you realize not every author is going to be your cup of tea, and that's nothing wrong with that person and that author. Like, I just finished this month my second Mariana Zapata book, and I have come to terms I'm not a MZ person.
Me either.
Like,
that was a journey.
People love her books. People are diehard for her books. They do not jive well with me, and that is not anything wrong with her or her fans or her books. They just don't mesh well with me. You know what I mean? I think her humor, number one, is just not my style too, because she does all like the fart your mama jokes in all of her books, and that's not for me.
I gotta, I have one more shot for her, which is gonna be Culty.
Okay, I know Lacey loves that book.
Yeah, that's gonna be like my last. But because what was it, 2023? Like most of the books that I loved were slow burns, but that is just a level of slow. Yeah, MZ. I can see why too. I'm at the point where like I think I've gotten so good at picking out books that I know that I'm gonna like. That I know if I'm picking out a book, like I'm reading it for someone else. If I'm reading Mariana Zapata, I'm reading it for someone else. And the only one that I'm like may be interested in is Culty. Like I might be like, am I missing out on something here? And I was thinking about Culty, and the reason why I'm kind of, why are we so in sync? It's kind of freaking crazy. Because I read The Favorites. And so I was like, okay, well maybe, and I knew that you were, reading MZ. So I'm like, I'll try Culty. And then that's that. Because this was like a 4-star for me. This is very much giving Daisy Jones and the Six in terms of like the structure of it, the interview documentary style type of aspect where I thought I could look them up afterwards. But it was like angsty in a way where like there are parts of this, really a 3.5. There are parts of this that the angst was angsting to the point where I was like, woo, but yeah, so maybe Culty, but it's just too slow burn. It's too, and then you know what it was? It's too slow burn for the lukewarm steam that I got. And I'm sorry. No, it was lukewarm. I'm like, I waited all this I am a reader that wants like a glance. I want a glance to feel like steam. I want to like feel on
Yes.
the page that they're in each other's orbit. I don't need a lot of erotica in every book, but come with it. If I'm gonna read 425 pages, Miss Ma'am, I need fireworks. I
Yeah.
need this to feel like, I don't know, like the BDSM dungeon. The kiss needs to be feeling like that if
Yeah.
I'm reading 425 pages to get there. If I'm reading like 100 pages of like how it feels to be in the room, that's just how
Yeah.
but I'm gonna start with you, and then I might be where you're at. Like I got one more shot, I think.
Yeah. I was gifted and the original cover of The Wall of Winnipeg and Me with like the football helmet on the cover. It's like out of print. I don't think I even want to read it. So I might just text our friends who are going to that signing and be like, hey, if no one has this and wants to get it signed by her.
Aw, do it. I'm sure because
But,
someone's gonna love it.
yeah, because that I don't think I want to even try anymore. And I feel bad. But again, not my cup of tea. I really did not like From Lukov with Love. I really did not like that book. Like that was my first one because
Same.
he would like
it's an unpopular opinion. I too.
Yeah, it is. But I guess my sensitive ass, when he would make like it was like a hate to love romance, right? And he would say like give her like dumb he would like say like things under his breath, or he called her like his nickname for her was Meatball and like all these other things, but he would say fat phobic comments. Like fat phobic, like that pisses me the F off.
Yeah.
And like even if it's like a joke or whatever, I don't like people joking about things that is demeaning towards groups of people, even if it is a joke. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
they have to work through it, and that's part of their arc. I don't want to. Yeah, I know.
No, because I would never fall for someone. I would never be attracted to someone, even if they were the hottest man in the world. I'm sorry, but if you say a fat phobic comment for just shits and gigs, or like says something awful, like you are literally so effing ugly now. I am not attracted to you.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't, it's an unpopular opinion, but I too had issues. And so, like you, when I pick something up and I DNF it, I just don't talk about it. Like I don't talk about the books that I DNF. And let's see, this month, what have I enjoyed? I am enjoying Scythe and Sparrow. I did enjoy First Time Caller by Bookclub.
I love that. Oh my god.
You're like, let me mute. I'm sorry.
Your toy's in jail now. That was too loud.
No! I'm so bad.
But no, we can talk about, because Tiffany and I don't really like talking bad about books, so I feel like we're done talking about A Heart for Valentine's Day. I feel like we're done talking about that for now because we've already talked about it enough. I feel like
I had a promising start. So like that chessboard scene was great, and but it feels like more mafia than it did monster. And so for the purposes of this book, I think it was 75%. I bowed out. Oh yay! Okay, I need to finish Scythe and Sparrow. I'm on the last little chunk. I'm in the third act, so I'm excited.
I know I haven't read any of those books in the series. I need to, but I did also read A First Time Caller, and I really liked that one. That was really good.
You did? Yeah.
That was really good. So
yeah,
I like that. We can talk about some of our favorites from this month if you want to, but while we're doing that, if anyone has any ideas for our next book club, we thought it might be fun for people to give recommendations for alien or monster romances.
For March, our March book club pick. If you have any suggestions, anything that you want to read that we can read together. I'm reading Forged in Blood by Sadie Kincaid. It's a lot of fun. It's Why Choose Vampire. Ooh, Forged in Blood. Okay. Let me see. Ooh. A dark paranormal fantasy. Ooh, I like that. Stop
Here,
it.
I'll throw it. Here, go.
That's what you were hoping we were going to be dealing with vampires today. I'm hearting that.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little gun shy. I'm like, what do we pick next?
I know. Let me look. I have a lot of lists.
I've got a little of one of my many Amazon lists.
I know I have too many, so let me see too.
One of which is Midnight Bites. So if we're looking for something on the shorter side, I've got to clean these lists up. I have so many.
I know,
It's
I have
kind
a
of
lot.
or like my let's see. The series has been 3.5 average so far. Not a favorite, but I liked enough of the series. Yeah, in the last book, I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm almost finished with it. I was just saying this. It's kind of a favorite so far. It is it's the book that feels like the couple's book for me so far. It feels like their story. It's very camp, but there are more like practical reasons for why things are happening. Like I could see the moves that it took to get there. I'm really enjoying the third book, which is surprising. And the second book was a lot different than the first. It really felt like Lark's book. So yeah. I can see that.
I have an idea of what we can do. I have a really big list on my Amazon. How about I share my screen and we can maybe scroll through.
Let's do it. Okay.
And see if any catches our eyes. Because I don't remember any of the ones. I put books on my list and then they poof, go out of my brain. So.
Well, that's what it's there for. Baby.
Allow. Amazon share.
I love it. This is how I be.
Okay, can you see?
I can see. We can see.
Okay. What I want to make sure we do first is I want at least a 4, like more than a 4. Like I want a little bit of that star filled in on the 5th one.
Same. Before I pitch things to her, I make sure that the rating is above a 4. I'm looking at the synopsis because I know what Avery likes. And so that's how and then like I'm also strategic with like how I send her the options. Like the one I really want's usually going to be the second or the third like picture. Because it's psychology, so I'm like, oh, this one, oh, but then this, yeah. So let's do it.
That's so funny. I just go through my list and I text Tiffany like 5 of them, like, any of these are good. But then most of the time she sends me one and I'm like, okay, I prefer yours because I just picked random ones.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. See already.
I love this cover. Look, it's like a barbarian warlord one, but like, look at that rating. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to love our books that we pick.
I also don't. It's like I usually my eye is drawn to the cover list, but there is something about I don't know what it is. A cover that may not be so appealing, but the book is banging. Oh, what's going on here though?
Yeah,
What's going on here though?
He looks like what's his name from Fantastic Four? Who's like the rock guy?
Oh yeah,
that's what he looks like. But this one might not be KU. Oh, it is
that's
KU.
what we like to look for is if it's Kindle Unlimited. If there's an audiobook to boot that could be found on Hoopla or Libby, that's also a plus. Like I'm
look at this man.
Oh my god!
Look at the curvy woman. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. When at Darkness Falls.
Plotting a job.
She has to break the hot alien prisoner out of the cargo hold.
Shut up.
So she's supposed to be enjoying a holiday on a sunny resort planet, but instead she ends up getting transported by some edgy soldiers and their mysterious cargo to a backwater system. Oh my goodness.
Okay, how are we feeling about When Darkness Falls, chat?
I mean, I feel like it's a good contender. I'd be willing to read that.
So we're gonna keep When Darkness Falls.
I'll put that on a new tab over here. Okay, let's go back.
Claimed by Alien Savage.
Wait, what did our comments say?
5-8. Thank you. And I only
What does
include the
that
first
mean?
one of the series. I haven't read. Once I like the series, I had them all. Yes.
What does that number mean? I don't have Storygraph.
That's her TBR list.
Oh, that's
Yep.
the number. Holy
I can
crap,
relate.
girl. Mine's probably 1,000 though, not
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I can relate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the moniker for like, this is representing all of the books. I know exactly. Why are we all the same?
Oh my gosh, I do remember there was a book that came out last month that I had on my February romance releases, and I need to figure out what it was because that one looked hot. But if it's not rated good, I don't want it.
Hold on, let me write it on because I watch
So let me look. Let me look at my video again.
I like the sound of that too. It looks really cute because she has to break him out. It's like,
yeah, I like that. There's a Ruby Dixon book that's like that, where she gets sent onto a. It's called Prison Planet Barbarian, and she gets like accidentally, by whatever reason, put in this alien prison, and the hero like uses her to escape. But then, like,
that one reminds me of. I think I read that reminds me of Con Air because I remember. Do I have that? What's the title of that?
I think the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Prison Planet Barbarian.
I have so many books on this cart. So many books.
I forgot on last month's on the February new releases, Pounded by the Produce came out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Check this book. I just went I've been shopping and I need to like maybe do a
okay, look at this one. Okay, I'm looking it up. Ready? This one has a 4.4 rating on Amazon and 4.2 on Goodreads. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is Why Choose, which is not normally my vibe, but I mean, like, I'll be willing to try.
A woman forced into an engagement.
Ripped from my bed, my loved ones in pieces. I'm dragged through the forest, bound in chains. Soon I'll find where the lines of sanity blur, but I won't go down without a fight. A monster, undeserving of love. I'd once been a man, but now lived as a beast, scouring the lands for virgins. I rarely make it home without a bite. Distracted by a sweet scent, I find someone unworthy. I'm keeping her. A man more monstrous than his brother. I was the real wolf in the sheep's clothing, and I loved and lived for no one but him. When he brings home a bunny, I can't help but have a taste. Oh my gosh, is it MMF?
Oh my god.
I think it's MMF. I'll do MMF.
Because that sounds poly to me. That sounds poly to me.
Maybe like Why Choose is such like a ticker name, you know what I mean? Like a marketable tag now. Why Chooses, you know what I mean? Because like it sounds like the two guys are already together, and then the woman comes in.
Okay. That's my favorite. Because you remember, that was usually like if you're going to give me Rex, then I needed to be Sword Crossing. If it's Why I Choose, which was really just poly. But now everything's well.
Have you guys read the new
Kimberly? Yeah, I have not read it yet. Yeah. I haven't been able to, but I want to read it this weekend. I forgot about it though. Yes, came out on the 18th. I have not read it yet. So, and I figured because, I mean, it's a new series. I had brought that up when we were talking about March books, but I also thought anybody that's like me that's been waiting for that book is probably going to have that read by the third Friday in March, I'm thinking. But it was an option. Yeah. Because I love Kimberly Lemming.
Yeah, I do too. We both love her. All of our novella girlies, we love her. But yeah, I also like, I've been reading reviews and stuff, and like, I wouldn't want us to not like a book by Winnie. I wouldn't us not to like a book by her. The only book we don't like would be this one, and then it'd be our book club book and blah, 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 blah. I'd rather be safe than sorry with that one. You know what I mean? So like, I can love it on my own time if I would like to. Hi. Yeah, hi.
He's so cute. I'm sorry.
This is her 24/7. Yes. Hi. Hello. Hi. You want me to throw it? I throw it. Come on. Okay, you gotta drop it though, please. Sit. When Darkness Falls seems good. Okay. And then I think she's talking about Cruel Devotion.
Yes.
So far I feel like Cruel Devotion is our number one, right?
Yeah. Let me see. And so it's on Kindle Unlimited.
It's
I always
only
look at these things. Kindle Unlimited.
It's only 118 pages.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna throw it in Libby and just see if I get a hit.
Oh no, there's no audio.
Okay.
It would say on over here if there was a audio version.
And let me just see if like anybody say for people who don't have Kindle Unlimited, is it gonna be easy for them? Can you possibly get it at the library? Which is something I always like to check.
This one has the word morally gray. I see morally gray in a review.
Morally gray to pitch black.
Yeah. Love it. All of them are like 4 or 5 stars. I love this.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, we can put that. We're going to replace this one as our top.
JP Senna. Okay.
Let's go back to the list. There is a book that I just saw on I just made my list for books I need to mention that come out in March. And this one actually seemed pretty good because it's I think an alien or a monster. I can't remember which one it is, but it's a Tarzan retelling. Let me see what book it was.
That sounds really cute. And then let's look at that. Remember that Ursa Dax? It's that alien captive cutesy series. That one was one. Yeah. That's one I've been wanting to circle back to. So let me look.
Okay. Let me find this one and then we'll find that one also. Where is copy?
And you guys let us know you in a more like darker. Let's see.
Okay, this is the one that I found. It is number 3 in a series, so maybe that wouldn't work. But it comes out March 13th, so that might not be enough time. But if you want to read one, then that's apparently I saw her trope graphic, the author on Instagram. That's how I saw it. And one of the things said Tarzan retelling, and I'm always up for a Tarzan retelling.
Oh, we're reading that. Like whether we pick it or not, you and I are reading this.
Yeah. This is I'm just gonna read this top part. It says Simon is a monster / fawn and human rom-com with dark undertones with Tarzan and Jane vibes, fated mates, he falls first, and instant attraction.
Oh my god.
I love that. So I put it on my anticipated reads for March, but let's look.
I don't think I've read a fawn before.
I haven't either, so
it's giving I'm like entering into the wardrobe for a rendezvous. I love that.
Okay.
I might need to hold on to put that down. I'm gonna look that up later. I want some fawn.
The Simon one? The Simon one?
Yeah, like we need to look for more fawns, girl. Anyway.
I'll text you the link.
Yeah. I'm like, I might like that. It's like the first time I heard about tentacles. I'm like, do I like tentacles? And now we're off to the races. Anyway.
Oh, fawn. When you say fawn, you got to think of, what's his name? Mr. Tomlinson? Tumnus. There you go.
Mr. Tumnus. That's what I'm saying. Like, could imagine going to the wardrobe for something else. Anyway. A quiet alien cowboy. A human woman on the run. That's what I really liked. And a very messy marriage of convenience. What could possibly go wrong? This was really cute because I liked the marriage of convenience and her being on the run. And I've kind of been in a little romantic suspense element.
Yes.
I feel like Crime Lord. Yeah. That's cute.
We should I feel like this one and then Cruel Devotion, the other one we mentioned, maybe we'd how about y'all pick in the comments or whatever? I'm probably gonna read both of them next month.
I know exactly. Yeah. And then there are others in this series. I don't know if this is an interconnected series with these mail order bride books. We know we like Ursa Dax. We've
Mm-hmm.
read Ursa
We do.
Decks
We love
before.
Ursa. Have we picked
So
one? Have we picked one for a book club yet?
we were going to, but we
It was
didn't
gonna be
end
this
up
one.
going with
Yeah, it was gonna be
yeah,
this
we were
one.
going to. There's another one. There was another Ursa Dex that we were gonna pick, but we know we like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want
So
to maybe we just pick this one then because I think even the book before our Valentine one, our Christmas one was a flop also.
I think okay, either this one for sure or head to head because the one that you just showed me looks good. Oh, see, yeah. Yeah, I've been
Maybe
meaning
we
to read.
pick this one and then like we can read Cruel Devotion like as an unofficial read for next month if you would like to read a second one and you don't have to. But because like we
This
both know we love Ursa's writing and her books. And
I
like I want to read
do.
something I know that I'll really like.
Cowboy Colony Planet, you guys, where men outnumber women 10-1 and cattle outnumber them all. This is so cute. Sorry, I'm done.
Okay,
I
so
was on
let's
my
pick
phone.
this one. We're gonna be picking this one. So we are
Okay.
next month for March, we're gonna be doing Married to the Alien Cowboy by Ursa Dax. And then let me
This is so cute. Okay, yeah, yeah.
and then if you would like to, I'm also gonna read this one, but it's not for book club. But if you want to read also this one, I want to read this one also.
I would love maybe I should get some help with creating a Discord for this book club because it would be
Oh,
so fun to just chat about the alien and monster romances that we have. Because I'm, I don't know if you noticed, I've been a little spotty online, but on Discord, I'd be chatting all day about my alien.
yes.
So that would be something that would be nice, and we could have a dedicated place to go to like announce stuff or changes.
Yeah, we need to do that. How about
Yeah,
we make
let
that
us
a goal,
know.
Tiffany? By next book club, we'll have it all like ready to go so people can join. We'll
That would
have that.
be fun. Let us
Yeah,
know if you'd
we'll
be
have that
interested
ready.
in that because I can totally set that up.
Yes,
That
I
would be
really,
fun.
really want to do that. But yeah, our official one is this book. We're doing this one. And then I also want to read this one, but it's not gonna be our book club book. But I'm gonna be reading it next month.
But look at that!
It's hot. That one's
It
hot. And it's
is
shorter. It's only 118 pages. Like I feel like I want to pick that up tonight. I want to pick that up
I
right
know.
now because
Just so we could because then you and I can buddy read and discuss.
yes,
Because
let's
I
do
want,
it.
yeah. Because I'm like, I'm reading this now. We're not going to be waiting like the week before to read that. We know that.
No,
But
no.
this is cute. I keep like finding something even cuter in the synopsis with Married to the Alien Cowboy. I too have been meaning to get to it. This series in general, which a bunch of different authors. Let me make sure I'm not saying that wrong. But I do believe there are multiple authors that are writing within this series, or is it just it's
No, it's just
Ursa?
Ursa. It's
It's
just Ursa.
Ursa! We gotta read it. I'm so excited.
Dude, she's so sweet. I like reached out to her one time to like email her about like if she needed an assistant, like I was available, and she was like, I don't need one right now, but if I ever do, my mom is going to be my assistant. And I was like, I love that.
That is so cute. Oh my god. She go ahead now, resisting the alien writer. So it's a freaking cowboy colony planet.
I love that. That reminds me of those Honey Phillips books I really like. The
Yeah,
7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers. They all live like the human colony on this ice planet, this like winter planet, like lives kind of like home on the range, like old western-esque.
that's so cute.
Like that's how they live. And then the all the brothers in arms, they're like not biologically brothers, but they're all brothers in arms. They all live on this ranch. And then like they decide to go kidnap some humans from the neighboring area. And that because they think that's how they get wives, because in the first book it's very sweet and innocent about it's called Artec. Very sweet and innocent about like the leader of the group like goes into town to like the general store because he needs supplies, and he starts like noticing the general store's daughter. She's really pretty, and he's like, I would like a wife. Will you marry me? And she's like, yeah, I don't want to be a general store's daughter anymore. So yeah, I'll marry you. It's very kind of like how it was back in the day, right?
Yeah,
And when she gets back and like meets all of his brothers, she tells the story one night about like 7 brides for 7 brothers. How like, oh, there's this tale about brothers going to the neighboring village and stealing a bunch of women, and those are their wives. And they're like, oh, that's how we get wives? Like, let's go do that. And so,
they said, say less.
yes. Some of those are my favorite, though. My favorite one, I think, is number 4. They're all different, like, monster alien creatures. And that one's like a red guy with a tail and wings. And he swoops down and kidnaps a woman from her house. They have like all this like sleeping powder to like put on them to make them fall asleep, and sleeping powder to kidnap her. And then he realizes there's a baby in the room. He's like, I have to take her baby with her. Like, I have to. And then the heroine is honestly so thankful that he took her because she was in an abusive relationship.
And she's a single mom?
She's a single mom. And it's like an infant baby, like just born.
Oh my God.
I'll send you the link.
I know, I was like, my catnip.
It's so good. I do recommend reading those in order.
My pride, but I gotta take her child with me.
Where is that one? That one's called Drakkar. So Drakkar. If anyone in the watching wants it, but I'm gonna text it to Tiffany.
And by the time we have book club, Married to the Alien Cowboy by Ursa Dax is the first in the series. The 4th in the series will be out. So if you do enjoy it, there are other books. So that makes me very excited. 7 Brides for 7 Aliens. This is so cute.
I love Honey Phillips. Her books are like so iconic and campy. Like, they're so fun. When you need like,
that's what we want.
I know. When you're like you're in a slump,
I feel like they get it. They get it. They run rampant, not just with the camp, but like the idea of what can be done in a situation like that, and they have fun with it, and they get it. Like, they get that. This is supposed to be fun. I also want to I want all of the tech. I want everything at your disposal to like.
Oh, see, these ones don't have tech. These ones don't have tech. I think that's why I like them more, is because there's no tech. It's basically like living on. Go ahead.
Is it like a recast of like a Western?
It's like kind of like a Western, kind of, but it's like all snow all the time.
That's what I was kind of hoping, and then we definitely have like the monster elements within like a Western type of like, or you know what I'm thinking about?
But Honey Phillips does have some tech in it. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, the single mom one. And he's like so cute with the baby. He's so cute with the baby. But like, she does a really good job because like, yeah, it's fun and funny, but she also like talks about like postpartum depression and anxiety of having a baby and being a mom, and like, it's really good.
He's a dragon-like warrior. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, isolated cave in the middle of a blizzard.
Oh yeah, they all kidnap these women before a blizzard, so they can't. They're all in forced proximity books. So like, they kidnapped them right before a blizzard happened, so they're stuck where they've kidnapped the women. They all kidnap the women at individual places. So,
oh, this is like, if you like Rizda 6, read this. You need to do a video like that.
What's Rizda 6?
If you like this Ruby book, read this, because this is giving me Ruby. It's almost like it's Snowden, it's ice. I like this.
That's true. I don't know if
I'm seeing a lot of tropes in here already just from reading the synopsis. Like, it makes sense.
That's a good idea, Tiffany. Give me a great idea.
We need this. We need this content. Only you can get
it. Okay, well, if no one has any other questions, my dog is telling me she needs to leave. So I might end it here.
But I am very excited because I too have been meaning to get to this book. So our next book club book pick is going to be Married to the Alien by Ursa Dax.
I feel like we should pick all our future books like this. This was fun.
It's really fun. It's really fun. Please let us know in the comments, replay now, or even like, I'm very open in the DMs, probably more than I should be, but just let me know if the Discord is something that would interest you. I'd love to put that together for this book club. I think it would be fun, and we could talk leading up to book clubs as well. But This is going to be the first in her merit order bride series, which I'm really excited about, all of which will be out by the next time we meet up. We typically like to meet like the third Friday of the month. So it could just be the March 21st. Same time on my channel, 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST. We'll get all that stuff out. And that's also going to be the release day for the fourth in this series. So if you like it, keep reading because I might. But yeah, this was fun.
Yay, I'm excited. We kind of changed it from, I wasn't looking forward to this live because I didn't love the book, but I'm excited to read our next book.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Oh, so maybe Discord will be nice because you could chat in the Discord.
Yeah, and that's what I was very happy when Avery was like, "Do you want to do this? Because I don't see a book club like this." And I'm like, "Absolutely," because we love alien romances and monster romances because they're just so much fun. they really are, and it's a really great way to discuss certain themes and topics. A little different than fantasy, but fantasy, and it's fun. And it's fun to talk about all the different creatures and pairings and themes. I think it's a really good genre for that. So I'm glad that you like coming to discuss with us. And I hope we like, we know we like Ursa Dax. So I'm very excited to get to this one.
Yeah.
And possibly find a new series to binge. Because they're around like 200 and some odd pages.
Yeah, I do already need to finish her Sea Sand Warrior books.
Yeah.
I've read one of them, and there's like 12.
Yeah. So she's a good author to sink into because there's a backlist for sure.
I still need to read the Orc Christmas one. I haven't read that one yet.
Oh, that one's cute.
I know.
Yeah, all the novellas I've picked. And now I need to get get a little full bite. So I'm excited. I had no idea until right now that it was a cowboy colony. That is so freaking cute. So I can't wait to see what she does with that because I know what she can do with the space station and I'm obsessed.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us. Hopefully y'all like this book more than us. And if not, that is okay. We all have different tastes in books. You know what I mean? But join us, and next month we'll put on our Instagrams the date and time. But like Tiffany said, we normally do like the second to last Friday of the month. So it's probably when it's going to be if our schedules aren't mixed up there. Oh wait, Tiffany, I can't do that.
21st.
That was our trip.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
I know.
Oh,
I'll be gone. I'll be gone.
So maybe the 28th or the 14th, 28th.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be out of town then. So,
that's okay,
but don't worry, Tiffany and I together, we're going to Monster Erotica Con in May. That's happening. We're doing that. Okay, we're doing that. So,
but no, we can work around that. We can go. We could do it probably after.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
But we know what we're reading now, and I'm really glad that some other people are excited about it too. So
yes. Okay. Well, hi. Yes. Hi.
Baby.
She's going stir crazy in here. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining us. Make sure to join us next month, as I said before. But yeah, thanks for stopping by or watching if you're watching this back. So.
We appreciate it. We will see you guys next time. Bye.